It's 10:42 and I'm just getting to eating my breakfast, and my breakfast today is oatmeal, raisins, and blueberries. Miss Grace got up at 8:30 and then I had to feed her and take care of her, so I didn't get to the shower until 9:15, 9:20, something like that. And then by the time I finished my shower, got dressed, got Art out the door, well, here it is, it's a little after 10 o'clock. And while I was doing all that, this is what the kids are doing. Peter's working on his schoolwork right here, and he's almost done with his phonics book. Mary and Lydia, what are you working on?
I'm coloring.
She's coloring a picture. That's really good.
It's going to be
And
finished.
John and Charity were doing some studying because they have a test today. So that's something they can do on their own without me having to watch them. I put Miss Grace down so I could get ready, and well, she's awake and very much ready to eat again. So I'm going to quick finish up my breakfast here and then sit down to feed her. Good. What's the next word?
Cat.
Close. There's two vowels, so what happens?
I'm so sorry. A cake.
Very good. And okay, well, Mary was playing nicely and she just dumped all the crayons on the floor. You know what that means, Mary? Have to pick up our mess. Messes are bad. No mess. We'll have to pick that all up. I take my vitamins every morning, or at least I take my vitamin C. Mary wants to take her vitamin too, except we're out. We ran out, so Mommy has to get more. We'll have to get more, Mary, okay? Miss Grace here is trying to patiently wait for her mommy to finish up the few things I need to get done. We have some visitors. My parents have just come for a visit. It's 12:25. And my parents came over for a visit and they just left, and in that time I had to change Mary because she was on the verge of leaking her diaper. And then while I was doing that, Grace managed to mess her pants, which leaked all over her outfit, so I had to change her and clothes and all. Then I had to soak the clothes, and then by the time I finished that, she was crying. So now I'm just sitting down eating. Art came home and I think he's working on lunch with the older kids. I think. I don't know. But Charity just brought me my lunch. It's a salad with some guacamole and cucumbers, carrots, and a cooked hot dog. That works for me.
We have one little girl that just went to bed. We had to get her up so that she can have some lunch.
It's 12:52 and I just finished my lunch, but Grace is still eating. So I am working on editing my postpartum video for week 1. It's 1:07 and Grace is finally done and she's sleeping. So I think I'm going to put her in her bassinet and see if I can get the other kids ready for their naps and get the lunch cleaned up. Well, that totally did not work, putting her down. She woke up and she's been fussy, so I just put her in the Moby and I'm gonna see if I can keep doing my work for the day. Hi, Mary. What are you eating? What is that? Popcorn? All right, I came downstairs and everybody's still eating.
Just finishing up.
Long lunch.
Yes, it is.
You're a good one.
And Chanel's holding the baby in the Moby. Tell them about the Moby. Most people know about the Moby, but
No, I just like it because when they're this little, if you use the other carriers, they're not very comfortable. And this one is really comfortable for me and also for her, although she's protesting at the moment. But last night I had her in this and she fell fast asleep for over an hour. So. It's 1:29 and well, Grace needed to eat again. So I'm back working on my video and I've got Miss Mary Catherine, who didn't get her face washed after lunch. And there's Lydia hanging out with me, waiting for Daddy to help me put them down for their naps. It's 2:43 and Grace has not slept yet. She's fussy and she needs to sleep, but she hasn't slept yet. On the bright side, I did get my postpartum video all edited, and now it's saving, and then I'm gonna upload it. So at least I got something done while holding Grace. It's 3:07, and I just laid Grace down, and I think she's finally sleeping. It is 3:36, and Miss Grace just woke up. So that was almost a half-hour nap, which was pretty good for her. But I think she wants to eat again. She looks like she's got the munchies. It's 4:17 and Grace has fallen fast asleep in my arms. And Art just got home and he's taking the kids down to the bank. So it's just me and Grace right now, and I'm thinking I might just close my eyes for a few minutes of rest before the crowd comes back to the house. It's 5 o'clock and Art is back with the kids, and we had to do some business stuff on the computer, so we're just working on that. And while I'm doing that, Art's entertaining Mary. Mary seems to be seriously enjoying bouncing on the ball with Daddy's help.
She likes that. It's like a trampoline.
Oh, do you see a ladybug?
What do you see? Birdies? Yeah, I see birdies out there. Lots of birdies out there. I think they're eating our food.
No, come on to me.
What do you have, Pete? Oh, you've got that ladybug. Go stick them on my plants, okay? They can eat the aphids. A lady from church just brought us a dinner tonight, and she also brought an avocado. Can you say avocado, Mary? That's right. Good job. We can have that with our dinner. And Daddy's giving Mommy's arms a break for a minute by holding Grace. A pork, okay, and then we have a mozzarella tomato salad, Girl Scout cookies, and some rice. And you already saw the avocados that she brought. Mary, do you have a clean plate? Is it all gone?
Oh, there's Barney on it.
Yeah, it's all gone. What are you doing?
Right?
She wants to tell everybody that Daddy's put her in big girl pants. Ah, it's scary. All right, 6:20. I'll have to remember to take her potty in a little bit. Let's see how you can do tonight.
We got the playpen out for Mary. We thought she wouldn't like it at all, but she actually loves it. She, right now, is playing with her purse and putting things in it. Oh, it's that little book you have there, Mary? Oh, she can't get it open. Here, I'll help you. There you go. What do you have in your purse, Mary? I think you have a book and a car. It's a good thing to have in your purse.
Well, it's almost 7 o'clock, and Miss Grace just woke up and she's hungry, so I gotta feed her. And while I feed her, there's everyone else. There's Mary, and we're gonna do our family devotional time while I feed her. That's next. It's 7:30, and I just got around to putting Grace in the swing, and I'm hoping to get a little work done. In the meantime, while I was feeding Grace, Mary had an accident in her big girl pants, and it wasn't just the wet kind. And poor Art had to take care of that. So she's in a diaper now and in her jammas, and she's going to be heading to bed shortly. 7:53, and Art is entertaining the kids by playing Candy Crush with them. So I'm going to take a few minutes to put my sourdough starter together. Here's what it looks like, and I'm going to feed it tonight with hopes that I can do something with it tomorrow, whether I make more sourdough bread or if it's not sourdough bread, it'll probably be cinnamon rolls, something like that. But I'm trying to take advantage of the fact that I don't have Grace stuck to me. There's never ever a shortage of laundry to do. If you don't know what to do, you can always do laundry. Here I've got a load ready to be folded. I'll probably have the kids help me with that. I've got a load in the washer that's ready to go in the dryer. And then, well, I have this pile I need to tackle. Actually, this is mostly my maternity clothes. There's a handful of maternity things that I'm not going to wear at this point. So I pulled those all out of my closet and I'm washing them, and then I'm going to put them away in the storage boxes. Last home birth, I had bought a set of these washable underpads. They're called chucks for beds, and I ended up using them for Lydia. She's not a chronic bedwetter, but she has nights where she wets the bed. So this, Art and I have found, saves us a ton of laundry, because most of the time, you can see how big these are, most of the time if she wets, it stays right on just the chuck, and all we have to do is take the chuck off, throw it in the wash, and put on a new one. And this one, I had 2 from the last birth, and then I knew when we had another home birth, 2 was not going to be enough. So then I bought a 4-pack off of Amazon. They were a great price. In fact, I'll put the link in the comments below because I put these in my Amazon store. They are the best. They are the cheapest anywhere, and they hold up to tons of washing. So if you've got a bedwetter, you may want to invest into a few of these chucks because it does simplify life and not having to go through so many sheets. And what time is it? That's right, it's bedtime.
Yeah, when little girls get unhappy, you know they're telling you it's time for bed.
Yeah, it's about 8 o'clock, a little after 8, and it's time for
That's true. Lydia, here.
time for Mary to go to bed. It's 8:15 and Mary is in bed. Grace decided to mess her pants, so I changed her, and now she's eating. And the big kids are all trying to play a game of Candy Crush. 9 o'clock and all the kids are going to bed, but not without the frantic search for Lydia's dog. And her dog is something that she usually can't fall asleep until she has it. So they are looking for dog.
I often do my checklist. It helps me to keep my brain straight. And I think there's one thing. There you go. One check that I got. So try to do a couple more checks before the night's over.
And let's see, it's 9:10. The kids are in bed. So now we start the next
step.
Next step, which is recovery, and hopefully try to accomplish something before it's bedtime.
At the end of the day, before I head up for bed, I do my rounds. I go put the chickens to bed. Actually, they're already usually sleeping, but just check on them, make sure everything's okay. For some reason, 3 of them are in the nesting boxes. That's kind of funny. Usually they don't sleep in there. Good night, chickens. On the calendar, I write down the number of eggs we got for the day. Today we got 2. I usually do a load of laundry. There's usually plenty of laundry to do. Today is no different. And I always turn down the heat a couple of degrees. Someone from church brought over a gift basket today. It's from the church. And we got a lot of good stuff in there. Muffins and chocolates and things like that. Now I want to list some eBay stuff, but I need the tool at my shop, so I'm going to run to my shop and grab my tool. I got my tool. I love living so close to where I work. Walk to work, grab the tool, walk home, all in 3 minutes. Here's what I'm hoping to get listed tonight. It's a whole bunch of dent removal mandrels for brass musical instruments.
It's 10 o'clock and Miss Grace just woke up from a nap, so she's hungry again. I'm going to feed her, and then hopefully we can get her back to sleep around 11 or 11:30 and I can go to bed. We'll see if that works.
I just had to take my 6-year-old potty. He usually gets up about around 11 o'clock every day, and then he wanders kind of aimlessly, doesn't know where he is. Sometimes he runs into doorways, things like that. So I usually have to help him to the toilet.
It's a little after 11 o'clock and I just came down to have a little snack to hold me through tonight, bedtime, and then I'm going to hit the hay. I'm not sure when Grace is actually going to go to sleep, but I'm going to call this video a night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. It's 11:20 and it's time to take Lydia potty. We try to get her up every night by 11 so she doesn't wet the bed. Is she dry?
Yes, she is.